check-in. I know it's 2:50, on Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. And hey, it's November 1st, right? So it's a good day, right? So happy November 1st. The holidays will be here. I guess we just had a holiday last night, right? What they call it, a Halloween. And then we got Thanksgiving this month, and we got Christmas next month. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I just want to make sure I'm live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube like normal. Yes, I am. There I am. There we go. So did I say hope you guys are well? Yeah, I did say that. I do these daily check-ins daily, every day, Monday through Friday. I'm doing something. I'm doing a live, or I'm doing a live hospitality talk show, just like I did yesterday. Show number 227, and that was on air with Russell of Hotels. Did you check it out? If not, it's okay. You can go back and check out the archives. You can go back on LinkedIn or YouTube, and it's still there. I don't take anything down, right? I'm not one of those people that, well, they didn't watch it, so I'll delete it. No, 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 no. Because I posted on multiple platforms, like you guys know. I don't just rely on one platform to push everything out for me. I will put that on multiple platforms, up to like maybe 5 platforms. So it's still there. So if you want to check it out, please do so. It was fire, as always. So today, I always do these daily check-ins. I always have a topic, of course. But I just real quick, this morning I met up. It's always good to reconnect with people. Maybe you hadn't reconnected in a while. You know what I mean? It's always good to reach out to people, or it's always good when somebody reaches out to you, right? So had breakfast with a gentleman that I have known for some time. But we had, you fall off every now and then, right? Life catches up, pandemic, of course. But we always kind of still talked on the phone, occasionally. But we used to get together like at least monthly, just to, share ideas. He was in the hospitality space as well. We would share ideas and things like that, and just create that synergy, right? Well, we hadn't done it for like 6 years, and then last week he reached out and said, "Hey, it's about time for us to get back together. Go to lunch or go to breakfast or whatever." So we ended up going to breakfast in West Hollywood, a fire restaurant. I never been there before. What's it called? The Farmer's Daughter. I want to say that right. Farmer's Daughter, Daughter's Farmer, something restaurant. It might say I must be saying that wrong. I don't know if it's the Farmer's. I don't think it's called the Farmer's Daughter. What was it called? Yeah, no, that's right. Farmer's Daughter. Yeah. Butcher's Daughter. It's called the Butcher's Daughter restaurant. So I apologize, Farmer's Daughter. I don't even know where I got that from, but Butcher's Daughter restaurant. It's half vegan, half vegetarian. You can't go wrong with that, right? So that was Dan. I want to thank Dan for that, for inviting me to that, and then he introduced me to a friend of his, which was great as well, named Gary. So we got a chance to all three connect, and we're gonna plan these things, moving forward, like once a month or every 2 weeks or something like that, just so we can, bounce ideas. They all do like consulting or something to that effect. So it's always good to just bounce things off of people, right? So I appreciate Dan reaching out. I appreciate Gary coming as well, and it's just that's what we should do as as salespeople, as entrepreneurs. We always think we're out here on our own. Well, there's other people that have similar things that you go through, similar issues or whatever, and it's always good to share ideas with people. So there you go. I just wanted to say that. I see Miss Robin Coleman. Hey, Russell in the building. Let's build. Yeah, let's build. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, right? It's all about networking, meeting new people, getting out there. You just can't rely on, and just sitting around and hopefully the phone rings, right? Well, no, that doesn't happen, right? So we got to go out and make things happen. So we have to network. We got to, take business trips. We got to do trade shows, conventions, conferences, all that kind of stuff to meet new people, to get new ideas, to promote our business, whatever that happens to be. Mine is Russell of Hotels, okay. But anyway, we ain't talking about that right now, right? So, but anyway, no, you guys can make comments. So feel free to make comments. I will put these on the screen just like I just put that one. Miss Robin Coleman, she said, "Russell in the building. Let's build." I understand that she's a rock star. I don't know if she's saying I'm a rock star, but I know she's definitely a rock star. So if you have comments, feel free to throw them on there, and I'm gonna put them on here, in real time, right? So she made another comment. Hey there, I'm rocking with Rockstar. Yes, 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 yes. If you guys don't follow Miss Robin Coleman, please make sure you follow her on LinkedIn. She is fire. I mean, she in the morning. I mean, I don't know how much coffee she drinks, but I assume she drinks coffee. I don't know. If not, then we need to bottle whatever she has in her because she has a lot of energy. She gets her people pumped up. She's all about housekeeping in hotels. So feel free to reach out to her if you have questions about anything, because that's what it's all about, right? So no, I appreciate Robin for all the stuff that she does within the hospitality space. So yeah, so there you go. There you go. Okay, real quick, like I said, these things don't have to be that long, or they're not going to be that long, right? So I did have a topic, and I always have these conversations with people, right? People trying to find jobs, people, and a lot of them are salespeople, right? So of course, and they want to be directors. Okay, so I get asked a lot of questions about, I'm going into this interview. What question should I ask? Or what should I be what should I be ready for? You know what I mean? Okay, hold on one second. Let me put this comment up here. Coffee gets me crunked. Okay, well, yeah. Sometimes people are just naturally up there. They're naturally crunk. But no, I can't imagine you need a lot of coffee, Robin. But that's good to know that some of that that's in you is some coffee, right, to get you going. But I don't think you need a lot of it because you got energy that's just it's crazy and it's contagious. That's the thing. Energy can be contagious, and definitely Robin's energy is contagious. So make sure you follow her because she does these daily what do we call them? We used to call them something in housekeeping. I can't remember, but basically, what people are going to be working on for the day, and just you always give them something to start the day out with. If that's a motivational talk, if that's a paragraph, if that's a poem, I don't know, whatever it is, an affirmation, whatever it is, she gets her people pumped up every day. So just check it out because she videotapes it and she puts them on LinkedIn. So that's the thing. A lot of times we do things, but we don't let the world know. And I think this is important that we let people know that, DBR, is that what it's called? DBR? Is that what it's called? What does DBR stand for? You got to give me, don't just throw me some daily what? Daily what? Come on. You can't just throw that out there and expect me to remember that. It's been a minute. DBR, daily what? Come on, help me out, Robin. Come on now. As I go on to the next step, help me out and I'll come back to that. So, okay. I always have a topic, right? Oh, so I have people that will reach out to me because they're looking for jobs, right? They're always in not always in the sales department, but I always want to focus on the things that, like being a director of sales or whatever, right? So these questions are always that. Let me hold on one second. Let me just put that up here. What did Robin say? Robin, you daily business review. There you go. You yes, daily business review. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, that's what it was called. Okay, thank you so much, Robin. Let me put that up there one more time. So Robin says the daily business review. Yes, DBR. So yeah. I don't know if we called it DBR or we just said daily business review or daily lineup or something like that. I can't remember what the heck we called it. But we did one in sales too, like you went around the room and said what everybody was going to work on that particular day or whatever. A lot of times we just making up stuff. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So interview questions for DOSM, Director of Sales and Marketing. So I get a lot of these calls. These people could either be their first time being a Director of Sales and Marketing, or they're seasoned and they're just they're just going into another market or something like that, which you still have to interview for the positions. That's fine, right? So they're like, well, what question should I ask and this and that? Because I always tell people, remember, just like they're interviewing you, you're interviewing them, okay? In fact, more so you're interviewing them because you don't want to get caught up in a situation where you didn't know, you didn't ask the right question, or they didn't give you enough information, right? Or they seem like they're withholding information, but I took the job anyway. Well, you know what? Then why take the job? If they seem like this or seem like that, Sometimes we have to back off and not take the job. Maybe there's another job that's around the corner that's better than this one, right? That gives you exactly what you're looking for, and the people are forthcoming with information. So I came up with I just today I have like 5 questions, right, that I would ask, okay, that I would ask on an interview if I was going for a director of sales and marketing position. So real quick. And as you can see, there's different hotels in the background today. So I changed up some of the hotels. So these are not just all in one area. These hotels can be anywhere. This is the AC Hotel downtown LA. Number one question: can you describe the hotel's target market and ideal guest profile? I mean, what kind of question is that? Can they answer that question? They should be able to answer that question, right? So hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Okay, when interviewing for a director of sales and marketing position at a hotel, it is important to ask questions that will help you assess the hotel's current operations, objectives, and how your role aligns with the organization. Here are several important questions to consider asking. Okay, so these are questions. You don't have to ask all these questions if you don't want to, but these will get to the meat of what you need, right? And if people are turned off by the questions you're asking, well, obviously they're not comfortable with you asking those questions, and that may not be the place for you to be working if they can't answer these questions. And I think these are basic, easy questions for any general manager who's interviewing you to answer these questions, right? Or whoever you're interviewing with, they should be able to answer these questions, or they shouldn't be interviewing you. So once again, can you describe the hotel's target market and ideal guest profile? Boom. Understanding the primary customer segments will help you tailor your sales and marketing strategies. So they should know, how does it break down as far as market segments? Okay, do we do market segments, or we do territories, or we do combination? All those questions you should be able to ask, and you should get answers for. Remember, I'm going to say this multiple times, you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. Okay, number 2. This is a long one. What are the hotel's current revenue and occupancy goals? And how does the sales and marketing department contribute to achieving them? That's a good question, right? This question will give you insight into the hotel's financial expectations and the role your department plays in reaching these goals, right? Well, we all know that sales and marketing is responsible for the top line revenue, right? That's the room revenue. Okay, we already know that, right? But you need to know exactly, what's the strategy, the current strategy. Not saying you can't change things when you get there, but what strategy is it working on now? What marketing plan are they working on? Ask that question as well, right? Have they made these goals in the last month? These are questions you should ask, right? Why is the director of sales, or why are you looking for another director of sales and marketing? What happened to the previous one? Was he or she not able to, make those numbers or achieve these numbers? You have to ask those questions, right? No one's going to just volunteer information. You have to ask questions. Remember, I said this twice already, but I'm going to say it a third time and more after this. You're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. Okay. Number 3, could you provide information about the current marketing strategies and channels being used? What? Being too nosy now. Someone's thinking that, right? Learning about the existing marketing efforts will help you assess their effectiveness and identify areas for improvement. Yeah. So find out, are those things working? If they're not working, well, in your mind, or maybe you're taking notes, like, okay, well, this is what they're doing, but this is not working. What can I do to help things, to make things better, or make sure we're making our numbers or whatever that is? So make sure you ask those questions, and could you provide information about the current marketing strategies and channels being used? Now, they may not be able to answer those off the cuffs. Maybe they have to, well, let me do some research and I'll get back to you, whatever. So whatever that is, that's fine, but you planted the seed, right? And that's what you want. Let's see. Russell, let's see, there's some comments. This is what I love about Robin. She makes comments, okay? Russell, we have to be very transparent in our interviews. In the world of social media, people Google positions and discipline and discipline interviewed answers. In other words, there are, wait a minute, it disappeared. In other words, there are YouTube videos that teach how to answer questions for certain disciplines. Yeah, but yeah, there are things out there, but they're not gonna have those in front of them while you're asking these questions, right? So I'm not sure if I'm putting that right to answer what you're saying or to make a comment on that. But yeah, there's YouTube for everything. I mean, there's information out there for everything. But if you're in an interview, you're asking these questions. They don't know the questions you're going to answer, okay? Or they don't know the questions you're going to ask them, okay? Yeah, there's stuff out there, but you're in an interview. They don't know what you're going to ask. And I guarantee you, most director of sales and marketing that, people that are interviewing positions, they don't ask these questions. These aren't questions that normal people, that your typical person would ask, right? But can they answer those questions? That's the thing. So a lot of times you're doing it, yeah, you want to know what they know, right? But sometimes you're not saying you're trying to trip them up, on purpose, but sometimes people don't know the answers to these questions that you ask them. And they are important, especially if you're trying to take over a DOSM position at a hotel that may be underperforming. And they may not come out and say, well, it's underperforming, it's doing this. Well, we're kind of doing some new things. Well, what does that mean? Ask questions, uncover the onion. You know how you peel an onion, a layer at a time. Sometimes you have to do that as well in these interviews. What does that mean? Can you expound on that? I need a little bit more information, right? Once again, you're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. Okay. My lips are just, every time I start talking, my mouth gets dry, my lips get dry. What is that all about? I don't like that. I don't have any water, right? But anyway, we're going to get through this. I only got a couple more to go. Number 4 is, how does the hotel measure success in sales and marketing? And KPI, or key performance indicators, in place. Are they in place? Let's see. Understanding the metrics used to gauge performance is crucial for setting clear goals. Like, okay, what are the goals that they set? Did they achieve those goals? Right? So make sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. They mentioned a marketing plan, right? So, or the success and sales and marketing. Like, ask for that marketing plan. Are they able to meet those to date? Have they made these key performance indicators? Whatever that is occupancy goals, revenue goals, whatever that happens to be, have they met those goals? And if they haven't, what do you think the reason is? What's the problem? Ask those questions. It's okay. You don't have a job yet, right? You got a job. Well, hopefully you have a job. Sometimes we do things and we take jobs because we need them. And I understand that. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes we get in desperate situations where we need the job, right? But you don't want to get in a situation that's going to get worse, and then you're out of a job, right? And then now you've been, whatever, you left that job, now you're looking for another one. Now that is going to be a little bit harder, right? To find another job after it didn't work out there, or maybe they released you or whatever. So just make sure you ask those questions. I see Robin has another comment. Let's see what she said. What did Robin say? Let me move that up. Can I move that right there? You're right. However, we need to dig deep and interview industry specific. Cater the interview questions per the discipline. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, you definitely have to do that. Cater the interview questions per the discipline. You're absolutely correct. So I'm just, specific on sales right now, but yeah, if it was a housekeeping position, or if it was a director of revenue or a director of rooms position, you would specifically ask those questions for that specific discipline. So no, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And number 5, what is the annual budget for the sales and marketing department, and how is it allocated? Information about the budget will help you plan and prioritize initiatives effectively. So you want to make sure that you know what is the budget. Is it, where are we over budget now? Are we under budget? What are we utilizing more than others? How is it allocated? You want to make sure you know all the ins and outs before you make an informative decision. If they offer you the job, do I want to take that job, right? So don't be afraid. What about the budget? Ask for the annual budget for sales and marketing. Ask for well, I don't know if they shared P&L with you. I don't know. Well, you would ask, how did we perform last month, versus whatever the year before or whatever. Are we trending up? Are we trending down? Not saying because it's not doing well, you would not take that position, but you want to know everything that's going on so you can make an informative decision. Do I want to take this job? Do I want to take this on? And it all comes down to, then it comes down to the salary, right? If you've gone through the series of interviews and they offer you the job and you're still considering it, just know that, you're going to have to deal with all the stuff that's going on, right? We deal with it now. I understand that, but make sure you're compensated for whatever you're going to be doing. Okay. Sometimes hotels will lowball you, right? They will lowball you on the salary. But if you have a certain salary that you want, ask for it. If it's something that you're adamant about getting it, it's definitely, if you move hotels, we always want to do better than we did on the previous job, right? We don't want to take the same amount of money. So if it was 110 that I had on my last job, I don't want to make 110. I want to be 120. Okay. All right. But they may come back 115. Are you willing to take 115, or do you really want 120? So it just depends on you and your needs, what you're looking for, what you need, but always want to do better. On your next position, you always want to, or the next hotel, you always want to do better, right? You don't want to do the same. All right. So that's it. I may have a couple more tomorrow. I do have about 10 of these, but I only want to go through 5 today. So there you go. You guys have a great day. Thank you again. I appreciate you, Miss Robin Coleman, for the comments. We love them. Continue the comments. Anyone can make the comments, right? So just so you know, it's not just open for Robin Coleman, although I appreciate the heck out of her for making the comments, but anybody can make the comments. I will post them up here on real time. You can all see them. So, but that's it. So you guys have a great day. Thank you again for joining this quick daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, and make it a great day. And let's see, what else I was going to say. Oh, as always, peace.